Hey everyone, Gary Simon of Corsetro, and today we're going to step into the world of backend. We've been focusing on the front-end stuff for the past 2 months, and we're going to talk about deploying your Angular app in a serverless environment. I can't even talk. Serverless environment, specifically speaking, deploying to AWS, and so which is Amazon Web Services. And you can also use the same technique using ng Toolkit Serverless, and I'll describe that in a second, to also host in Google Firebase, your web apps. So what is serverless? This is a topic I haven't touched at all on this channel, and I'm not going to go into the absolute specifics. I should probably do a different tutorial for that, but in short, the benefits are there's no servers to manage. There's automatic scaling, so if you produce some piece of content where you're getting tons of traffic or whatever, your site's not going to just slow down and then become unresponsive. I've had that happen multiple times, and it sucks. And then also, one of the most important things is you pay for what you use versus what you reserve. All right, so right now I pay $100 a month to Media Temple, no matter what, even if I only had one freaking visitor in the entire month. That sucks. So unless you're maximizing the amount of traffic you receive, then you're probably overpaying when it comes to traditional hosting plans. And so the way this is going to work, we're going to install a package called Serverless, and this allows us to specify our AWS credentials. I'm also going to show you how to set up your AWS credentials. And then also we're going to start a new Angular project with the Angular CLI. And then just for the fun of it, we're going to integrate the ability for our Angular app to be, we're going to integrate server-side rendering with another ng Toolkit project called Universal. And then we're going to integrate ng Toolkit Serverless, which is the purpose of this tutorial, and then finally deploy it. And this is all done through the command line, so we're not touching any code through this entire tutorial. All right, so this is basically how we're going to do it in regards to Angular, which is ng Toolkit Universal right here. So Toolkit, this is managed by an individual who I know personally, and the guy jumps on, if there's any errors or issues, he jumps on it very quickly. So if you do have an issue with any of these commands, which, depending on when you're watching this, that may change. I mean, I just ran through these all perfectly. There was no issue, getting this deployed. If you do run into issues, just submit, obviously an issue along with some like a GitHub repo so you can see the code so you can quickly get on it and jump and fix it. So there's also he has different things going on here. Like you can have PWAs for progressive web apps within regard to Angular. It makes your life easier. And there's also serverless and universal. So we're going to add universal just for the fun of it to make our app SEO friendly. And actually, I did a tutorial on that recently, which you can see down here, and just do a channel search. So I'm talking a little bit too much, but today's question is what is your ultimate career goal? And I have to think about that, and I'll put my comment here, my personal answer as a pinned comment. So yeah, go ahead and think about that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's get started already. All right, so the very first thing that we need to do is set up our credentials for AWS. So if I go back here to the GitHub page for serverless, we could see that down here it has you start off with your new Angular app, but before we do that, we want to set up serverless, and this is just a one-time thing. You're only going to have to do this once for each account at least that you want to use in AWS. So basically, let's go to the quick start docs here, and you can see it down over here. Let me increase the size of this a bit. There's docs for AWS, which is what we're going to use, and other ones as well. We have Google Functions, and so at least for ng Toolkit, it does support, AWS, of course, Google Cloud Functions, and Firebase. All right, so we're just doing AWS for this tutorial. I might do one for Firebase, although it has instructions down here, right here, if you want to use Firebase instead. So basically, we're going to get started with the AWS guide and just go to installation. So first, the very first thing we need to do is run npm install -g serverless. And of course, before we can even do that, you have to make sure you have Node.js. I'm going to assume you do, simply because if you're working with Angular already and you want to deploy your Angular app, then you have probably needed to use the npm node package manager to get it integrated. All right, so we're just going to run this npm install -g globally serverless right here. And this doesn't take too long. Most of these commands go by pretty fast. All right, cool. Now it's ready to go. All right, so again, we still have to do the setup. We have to actually use the AWS service to create access keys by creating an IAM account at AWS. All right, so basically, this is my management console and my AWS account. You need to first create your AWS account, and that will require a credit card because by default these AWS accounts are production-based accounts. You don't get charged any type of great amount. It's only based on what you use. All right, so just find a credit card, put it in. You're not going to be charged. So we want to type in IAM right here, and you can see I already recently visited it, and we're going to click on it. All right, so then we're going to click on users on the left, and then we're going to click add user. This is where we put our username, whatever you think is contextually relevant. I'm just going to put Corsetro Toot. And then access type, you want to make sure that you have right here programmatic access. Now let's put right here, click next, and then choose attach existing policies directly. And then we're going to choose right here, administrator access. If you don't see it, just type it in up here in the search. Hit next review, hit create user, and you're done. Well, not quite. You have to copy this key right here. And I'm just going to paste it here in a notepad document. All right. And then off screen, because I don't want anybody screwing around with my account, I'm going to click on that little show button next to the secret access key, and then just copy that off screen as well. All right, so all I did, of course, was click show. I copied this, and there we go, we're good. I should just remember to delete this anyhow. All right, so next we're going to go back to the console. So we've installed serverless, so now we need to set up, again, it's just we're still during the, the one-time thing that we have to do. We have to set up the credentials for AWS. You would also have to do this for Firebase if you wanted to get working as well. So the way to do this is we call serverless, which we just installed, and we say config credentials, and we're going to say the provider that we want to configure the credentials for is AWS, the key, and then you put your key. So you paste the key that we have, and then we put right here the secret, and then you paste in the secret. All right, so I'm going to move this off for a second and get this all pasted in. I'm not even going to do this because I already ran it, but just put in your secret key and run that command, and it should go without a hitch, hopefully. If it doesn't, just post in the comments and somebody will probably have run into it too and provided a solution, hopefully. All right, so next what we're going to do after that, that's the end of the part where you don't have to worry about it again for this provider at least. Now we can go to our Angular app, and if you have an existing Angular app, you can simply obviously skip the ng new command that we're going to run now. I'm going to call it my awesome app, and then just go straight to after this step. All right, cool, it is done. Let's go ahead and cd into my awesome app. All right, cool. So basically, to make this a little bit more interesting and not just use the default template, I'm going to unnecessarily add another ng toolkit project that allows us to convert our Angular app into one supported by server-side rendering, which will allow the app to be indexed by Google and other search engines. So this here is obviously the stage where you have an app that you're ready to deploy. You've already built it, whatever. So what I'm going to do is just run that ng add universal command right here. All right. So again, this step is unnecessary. I just wanted to make it interesting and show that you can chain these together here in ng toolkit. All right. So Going back to the documentation up here, as you see, you can chain this package with Universal, which is what we just did, and there's also a PWA version for progressive web apps. I plan to cover that soon. So if you want more information about Universal, I did do a tutorial on this, so do a search on my channel. It shows you pretty much that. Yeah, see, he has it right there. And so again, this is mainly for search engine optimization. And we'll see once we deploy it to AWS, I'll show you that it actually is rendering the content in the DOM. All right, so let's go back here real quick. All right, and it added it. And next, here's the part where this is the main part you're here for. We're going to run ng-add at ng toolkit. You know what? Let me clear this so we're at the top here. And let me make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Let's run ng-add at ng-toolkit /serverless. And the provider is AWS in this case. All right, everything looks good. Hit enter. All right, so everything worked correctly. So now that serverless has been added, we can now build and deploy it, and we can do this all through a single command. And this is the last step, and it does take a minute or two for it to fully work. So what we run is npm run build :serverless :deploy. All right, so it's building it, and then we're deploying it to AWS. So let's go ahead and hit enter. So as you can see here, it's ran the serverless deploy command, and this is where serverless is taking over that we installed initially. And it's just letting us know what it's doing, uploading a zip file to S3. Still waiting. There we go. Cool. All right, so basically now if I control left click right here, it should get our Angular app up with the default the CLI template that is created when we use the ng new command. This would really be your app. And just to show you that the universal part has been added, we can see the content right here. This is the universal stuff, making it render here so that search engines can find it. All right, so that is it. Now we could see this URL here. It's not a very pretty URL, obviously. If you want, you can actually create a custom domain and tie the domain to that, so that you could just type, myapp.com. That'd be awesome if you own that that domain. But you just type whatever.com or .net, whatever you have, and it would actually just load whatever is here. And I'm not going to show you that setup. It's a little bit robust, but I think maybe I will do a tutorial on this a little bit later down the line. But yeah, so that is essentially it. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that and you understood what's going on, and now you're able to very easily and effectively host your Angular applications, if I could talk. So again, answer today's question, which is, what is your ultimate career goal? Where do you ultimately want to see yourself as a designer or coder or both? Let me know. All right, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you soon.